Hi, my name is Robert Chelle with Chelle Law, and my law firm assists dentists and dental associates with employment contract issues. Today, I'm going to talk about, are dentists usually self-employed? So what is the kind of general percentage of dentists overall that are self-employed and have their own practices? So first, normally when a dentist comes out of training, they'll start as a dental associate somewhere and then get some experience, build up some cash, and then at some point make the decision to kind of move out on their own and be self-employed. However, as you probably know, if you're in the dental industry, the corporate dental conglomerates continue to gobble up all of the smaller dental-owned practices. And so there is a shrinking percentage of dentists who own their own practice. Now, the percentage of dentists in the United States that are self-employed, meaning they own their own practice, is around 16%. So not a lot. You would kind of think, based upon, I don't know, like as a child, you would just think, oh, I go to doctor whoever, and you just assume that they would own their own practice, but it's actually fairly rare. Now, someone could work for a practice and establish a patient base and be there for a long time. However, it could be for a corporate-owned practice, and so they would not be considered self-employed. Self-employed would mean you own the business outright. It is your business. You are responsible for everything. And many dentists simply are not interested in doing that, whereas others are entrepreneurial in spirit and absolutely enjoy the freedom to kind of do what they want, build their business how they want. Now, is it more lucrative if you are self-employed? It would depend upon the business acumen of the dentist. As I said before, there are some dentists that are extraordinarily capable business people and can make a killing as a self-employed dentist, I guess much more than they could if they were employed with a corporate dental practice. There are others who are just simply not great business people and probably don't make as much money as they could if they were just an employee at a corporate dental practice. And this goes for any industry. It goes for lawyers and physicians and chiropractors. Some people just have that entrepreneurial bug and they are interested in kind of creating something, whereas others just don't want to deal with the hassle and would prefer to just work as an employee somewhere else. So there are some things to think about if you are self-employed, or maybe even thinking about being self-employed as a dentist. If you start a business on your own, you will not just be a dentist, but a jack of all trades. And I can say this from experience owning my own law firm. You're going to be the, I guess depending upon how big you are, you will make the hiring and firing decisions. You will be the one to secure all of the insurances and malpractice and do the payroll, call the plumber when things break. There's a lot of responsibility, but there's also such an enormous amount of freedom in being able to do something in the exact way that you want to do it. That is extraordinarily satisfying. And once again, I'm saying this from self-experience. If you're not interested in starting your own practice, there are obviously tons of opportunities to either work as an employee or an independent contractor. Now, I do get people just coming out of school or training who ask, all right, well, can I just go out and start my own, practice right away? I would say that's probably a bad idea. There's just so much you have to learn about just the how to make a practice efficient and the patient flow. And these are things that you should not learn on the fly. You should get some experience as an employee just to kind of see. And they may do it terribly, but at least I'm absolutely not going to do it that way. I'm going to do it completely opposite because I've learned the way they're doing it does not work. Or maybe the compensation. I don't want to pay my employees just a daily rate or a base salary. I want them to have a little skin in the game. And so I'm going to offer some kind of net collections based compensation to any of the dental associates that I hire, and that way it will increase productivity, and then they can ultimately make more as well. So there's just a ton of things that you can learn from beginning in a practice and then moving on after that. The one thing you need to think about is if you start in an area as an employee, it's very likely you're going to have a non-compete. And so that non-compete is going to prohibit you from working, for a period of time within a specific area. And so if you are, married to an area, but your non-compete will knock you out of that area, that might not be a job you want to pursue if you are, thinking of establishing your own practice and being self-employed down the road. Now, you could always leave for a little bit and then come back, but for the most part, that wouldn't make a lot of sense if you're going to establish your own practice. So that's a little bit about how many dentists are self-employed, around 16%. If you have any questions about your employment agreement, independent contractor agreement, you can always call my law firm at the phone number listed below in the description, or you can reach us through our website, chellelaw.com. If you thought this video was helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. We put out videos every single day. We have a ton of videos on practice of dentistry, dental associates, all that good stuff. I appreciate you watching the video. Thanks.